Drive for the Colts. Second straight time they start at the 27. Here goes Richardson. Goes out of bounds or is kicked short of the landing zone. It comes out to the 40-yard line as Richardson crosses the 40.
Yeah, the key to this play, and this is a run-pass option that they like to do, when the quarterback sees that the linebacker either sits still or goes with the motioning player, he's going to hold on to that football as he does here. So it's three options he really has here. One is to hand it off, and another is to take it and run with it. Anthony
Richardson steps up. He's got some room to run, and he's got the first down and more into Houston territory.
As Jason detailed earlier, when you get a rush, you get three guys on the left side of him or his right and give that B-gap access. He's going to take it, gets forward, and gets a big gainer.
Richardson keeps it himself. Slips a tackle and got the first down.
Multiple options here. He could hand it off to Jonathan Taylor. He could throw it. You see him. He decides to just tuck it and run and get the first down himself.
Eye pointing it for the big play. 1st and 10. Richardson trying to go quickly. Out of the pocket. Going to keep it and runs it inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Completely fooled, thinking Anthony Richardson's a running back.
And that's why Anthony Richardson is so much fun. You can talk about some of the inconsistencies. He's still learning the game. We've watched about 3 throws today that were incredible throws on deep passes.
Kick, but they huddle up. Play clock at 3. Richardson on 4th and goal takes off. Is he going to get there? Fighting his way, and he's in for a touchdown. Whew.
We've talked a lot about C.J. Stroud. Anthony Richardson, you talk about a prime-time player, a guy willing to throw his body in there and make a play when they need it. He's not supposed to score there with that many guys around him, and he lowers his shoulder and finds a way into that end zone.
Couple points closer. Contacted at the 2-yard line. Drags Jalen Petrie into the end zone. What a great drive by the plays executed by Anthony Richardson.
Richardson steps up, needs the 4-yard line. Does he have enough speed?
The key's going to be, let's take a look at that left foot. Let's see, when does he go out of bounds? No. Okay, but when that left foot hits, that ball is extended. So he hasn't hit yet. Oh, yeah, he's got it. That is an unbelievable effort. And
play into the end zone to keep their hopes alive. And here, 4th and 11, he got 11 and an inch.
Yeah, I think he did. Again, let's take a look where he...
Scrambles, sets the feet. Now he runs. 10 seconds left. Richardson.
They clock down to 2. Here comes the blitz. Richardson sees it on the move, calling out traffic. He's going to keep it himself, and he runs out of bounds at the...
Richardson and its Colts offense. This is a scramble, but more of him out in that open field, running with the ball tucked as a running back. That is one of his strengths.
To the second level in the run game.
Richardson keeps it, lowers his shoulder down to the 1.
Once Anthony Richardson tucks the ball, he is no longer a quarterback. That right there is an old school fullback when he lowers it.
Again here. Richardson will keep this one. Richardson at the 10, lowers his shoulder, 1st and goal.
Simple zone read to Jonathan Taylor, gets Montez Sweat to go for the fake and just runs through Byard.
Split out top of your picture. Richardson, this is a designed run. Richardson! His number here, 1st down, Colts.
Well, he knows they have the numbers. The Steelers only have 5 players inside the tackle box, so they know.
Richardson! Drive Richardson taking a hard hit.
These guys have gotten really good at taking advantage of it.
Richardson under pressure. Miami brought the heat. Richardson trying to outrun it. Down the sideline, and
You the athleticism. Watch as he sets his feet. Here comes number 4. He's right there, just a little shake. And now he's to the outside. He's got 3 guys pursuing him inside out, and he's able to turn the corner on all 3 of them. The athleticism and the arm strength, oh gosh, it's so fun to watch.
Dolphins bring pressure. Richardson steps up, able to break free. Richardson on the run. He's got running room. He's got a 1st down. And Richardson lowering the shoulder and barreling into Jordan Poyer.
Unbelievable. And he says, listen, if I'm one-on-one and it's a defensive back, I'm taking him on. But we talked about it, right? 2 of his injuries have come from taking on defensive back. The big thing is these are the plays where you've got that escapability. I mean, Zach Sealer's got him dead to rights there, but he is so big. I mean, Calais Campbell is coming up from behind. I thought, he was going to make him stumble. And then you see the finish on the run against Jordan Poyer. Now, he's a little bit engaged with that block, but that just shows you the strength in the pocket to be able to shrug off a potential sack. And then the athleticism to get down the field on a 3rd and long.
Yeah. Richardson will run a designed quarterback run inside the 20, and
This is what you have to see from Anthony Richardson. You have to see him execute this, right? Watch him get down at the end right there. He's not going to take Jordan Poyer on. He's got 2 other guys coming in from the side. Don't expose yourself to a big hit.
2nd down and 9. Here comes pressure from Ramsey, and Ramsey trying to wrap up Richardson. He couldn't pull down the strong young quarterback. My goodness, how strong is Anthony Richardson?
Yeah, you're going to get a little bit of a chip right there on Jalen Ramsey, but then the running back goes inside, so he's a free release to the quarterback. And Anthony Richardson with his back turned, but yeah, tough to get the big guy down.
Field in motion out. Richardson on the designed keep, and Richardson fights his way inside the 5, muscling through some big bodies to get it to the 4.
Get that relationship between your quarterback and your center. They just take care of him. Here comes Ryan Kelly. He's got his arm around him. Come on, big man. Let's see if we can get you some more yards.
4. Richardson, this is a designed quarterback run. He's got blockers. He's got the 1st down. When he's got a full head of steam, he's so tough to stop. 6'4", 244 pounds, and he picks up 8.
There goes Tyler Goodson the other direction. That's going to pull a defender out of that area right where the called quarterback run is designed to go.
Man, what a weapon. And that's Shane Steichen told us, the run game without Jonathan Taylor, we need him back. But with Anthony Richardson, it should be better. They're averaging almost 5 yards per carry as a team today. More on Anthony Richardson on the run.
Well, who did Gus Bradley tell us he reminds him of? Every time he pulls that ball down and runs. He did not hesitate when he said Moose. He's like, that's what I think of. He said, when you look at, imagine the 240, 250 pounds, full head of steam running right at you, Moose-esque.
Yeah. The only thing was I never had the football in my hand when I was running.
It's hard for those defenders to grab him.
Richardson sidesteps the pressure, now on the move, rolling right. He's going to keep it himself, turns it upfield, and takes a shot by Jalen Petrie. Richardson rolling right, following the block of Smith, and he picks up the 1st down.
Trying to put it into Jonathan Taylor, but if you get a lead blocker out in front of him, it creates so much.
Play fake, Richardson has all day, now pressure coming. He escapes. Richardson throws on the run, wide open, touchdown, 3-yard line. Richardson in big trouble here, stays on his feet, now he's gonna run. Richardson.
Anthony Richardson's strong ability to avoid sacks. I mean, Fatukasi is basically riding on his back and he doesn't go down.
He's at the 9-yard line. Richardson looking deep. Now comes back and he'll run it. Richardson at the 20. Can he get out of bounds? Cannot. 2nd down and 5. Richardson keeps it right up the middle, and with the spot, he's got enough for a 1st down. Richardson, such a dangerous threat in the run game, is able to pick up the 1st.
Tiki, you talked about getting Anthony Richardson comfortable within this game plan. I think this is the easiest thing. You see he gets the ball, he has his eyes on Hassan Reddick. He goes up the field with Jonathan Taylor, and that tells him to keep the ball, and he's able to run directly at you. Remember, this is a 245-pound quarterback.
Richardson keeps it himself, trying to get to the outside. Stiff arm on Clemens. Richardson takes it in! A bruising touchdown run for Anthony Richardson.
I mean, I give credit to Jalen Mills for trying, but as Jason was saying earlier, Anthony Richardson is a load as a runner, and he's not afraid of contact.
Not only how he finishes the run, but how he starts it. This is a defensive end, and Michael Clemens coming to tackle him. Stiff arms him and then puts his shoulder down right at the goal line. My goodness, that's one heck of a run by Anthony Richardson.
Ouch. Wow. Anthony Richardson has been a spark in his return to the lineup. And Indy leads 10-0.
Different and new energy with AR back.
Richardson again looking to run, and he's spun down at the 31-yard line. It's 4 possessions. Richardson in trouble here. Oliver dancing with him. Oliver trying to bring him down. Richardson throws it up and out of bounds. Now you saw the strength there of Anthony Richardson as Isaiah Oliver was all over him but could not get him to the ground.
This is good by Oliver of not getting juked out of his shoes. With Anthony Richardson, as he sees him bearing down, he dips in and dips out, and he just kind of holds him at bay.
Richardson running left, blockers ahead. Richardson gets in! Touchdown! His second rushing touchdown of the day. And
You see him running through. This is just off the left edge, sweep to the left, QB sweep. Go block Ashton Doolin. Anthony Richardson will take care of the rest.
Second down and 1. It's Richardson, picks up a first down and more.
Yeah, and this is no surprise to the Colts offense. They did this against the Jets. Love running Anthony Richardson. He is a big man, 6'4", 250 pounds, likes to lower the shoulder, very explosive. Reminds me of a Cam Newton, one of his idols growing up, how big and powerful he is, especially when he runs the football.
On third down, it's Richardson, picks up the first and more. Anthony Richardson.
This is why I said he reminds me of Cam Newton. This was exactly what Cam Newton used to do for the Carolina Panthers. They pull a guard, the offensive line getting a hat for a hat, and then you can't account for Anthony Richardson. It has to be Kirby Joseph making a touchdown-saving tackle on that play.
You know the feeling trying to defend Cam Newton back in the day.
Oh, trust me, I had many headaches dealing with Cam Newton running the football.
Richardson again inside the 5.
And what I really like is there is no hesitation in the play calling. There's no hesitation in Anthony Richardson.
Start from their 30. Richardson takes off. We saw a lot of this on their opening possession today. Stays on his feet, spins, still going.
Wow, he took on Brian Branch, who's their enforcer in the secondary. Runs right through that tackle. Runs through another 3 tackles before Malcolm Rodriguez gets him out of bounds.
Final minute, third quarter, 4th down and 8. Richardson backpedaling, flag thrown. As Richardson
tackle, you got Aleem McNeil, you got Josh Pascal on that side, and Aleem McNeil goes right through the double team, forces that hold, and forces Anthony Richardson to scramble.
Explosive runs out of their offense.
Or maybe a little miscommunication there, but Richardson indeed the first down. It's a run at 10.
Well, you see, Anthony Jennings, he's free off the edge. And really, I believe that play was designed for Richardson to go up inside.
On 3rd and 2, little bobble, Richardson recovering, and he's got a first down and more. It's up 13.
Because I think the Colts right now, I am impressed with the way they're blocking up front with all the different pieces on the offensive line. And I really against what I think are 2 good inside players.
Richardson in for the Indianapolis touchdown.
Look how Glowinski, he reaches. I can't quite see exactly who that was a week ago.
Richardson faking to Trey Sermon, climbs the pocket. Richardson running for it. Well, he's got those magical wheels. First down run.
Watch, what Richardson sees is Tavai. So as this play develops, watch Tavai. He runs deep. He's 25, 30 yards deep, trying to catch out to find Pittman if you throw it.
Design run, everyone expected it. Richardson! And that breathes new life into the Colts.
Yeah, critical situation and a gotta-have-it moment. They've gotten some really good blocking by their outside receivers and their tight end. I've been calling for it, you know, often on this last drive, but in that moment, you gotta expect Richardson to carry that football. Find a way to get the ball to Pittman.
Richardson around the edge. Richardson trying to turn key block.
Yeah, what a run. Now with 2 timeouts, Spiro,
right here, going for two in the lead. Richardson pulls it back. Richardson bangs it in. And the Indianapolis Colts have taken the lead with 12 seconds left.
You run your big quarterback behind Quentin Nelson, number 56, who comes over, cleans it out. And then you got Richardson, all 245 pounds, right up the gut.
The Indianapolis Colts, with maybe their season on the line, with a 19-play, 80-yard scoring drive in 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Arch, what? 10th play of the drive for the Colts. This is Richardson, the sleight of hand. He's got the room. Richardson in. Touchdown.
As you have motion coming from downs going to the left, you have Pittman coming from the right, you have the zone read, so you have the edge rushers is caught in no man's land.
As he leads the Colts right down the field against this Denver defense that's been number 2 in the NFL in scoring.
Most of it because of communication error.
Richardson rips it back. Richardson, boy, he is a daunting player staring down a defense.
4, 5, 6 of those design runs throughout the game.
Richardson under pressure. Richardson somehow escapes. Boy, Franklin Myers had him dead to rights. And Richardson, the escape artist again. And it will be 2nd and 10.
This is the second time. This time Franklin Myers, he comes right up the middle. He's able to beat Glowinski, and for the second time, look, John Franklin Myers, he's a pretty big guy, 6'4", about 290 pounds. And that's why you have a big horse back there in Anthony Richardson, an imposing figure himself, but instead of the sack, he's able to get rid of it to give themselves another chance.
Richardson. And he's going to break away. He's tough to take down. He said, if I see one person, I know I'm not going down. It's going to need a couple.
I think he...
On first down, Richardson will keep it himself. Richardson running to his right. He explodes through the defense. And he stiff arms his way out of bounds inside the 15. Amani Hooker eventually made the tackle. 29 yards.
Watch the way he makes Kenneth Murray miss. I mean, Kenneth Murray totally whiffed. He had him on skates. That is what Anthony Richardson brings to the table.
Nope, to the left. He's got blockers. Moves the pile into the end zone. Goes in standing. Touchdown, Richardson.
Watch Quentin Nelson, okay? This is what you're looking for. Follow Big 56. He will lead you to the promised land.
Richardson, there he is. He decides to take it after seeing nothing's open. He made one man miss, but then is they ran left the last time. They run right this time. Lowers his shoulder and toward the goal line. He dives in. Touchdown. He is such a powerful force once he gets rolling.
And speaking of power, Anthony Richardson is an absolute man.
At second time, he followed number 56, Nelson, into the promised land. Not even a great block from Nelson, but look at Richardson at 6'5", get that low to the ground and power in.